his skill comes alive. VR mastery, renowned and known. Straight and pure action, rising to throne. Through digital battles, with blades in hand, carving his path in this virtual land. Flight control steady as he rules the air, taking down aces with masterful flair. Streaming fluff on fire, victory's blaze, rising above through the combat haze. Pure adrenaline, soaring so high, fluff on fire, champion of the sky. In VR battles, he sets the pace. Victory after victory, none can replace. From air to ground, his skills refined. A virtuoso, one of a kind. Screaming fluff on fire, victory's blaze, rising above through the combat haze. Pure adrenaline, soaring so high, fluff on fire, champion of the sky. Each win builds up his rising fame. In virtual worlds, they chant his name. Fluff on fire, commanding the scene. His VR mastery, sharp and clean. Streaming fluff on fire, victory's blaze, rising above through the combat haze. Pure adrenaline, soaring so high, fluff on fire, champion of the sky. Across digital realms, he rules the fight. Fluff on fire, an unstoppable mind.
Good evening, everybody. Hi there. Welcome to the Fire Pit. Fluff is here. And tonight we have finally received VIRPIL. It's I ordered on the 1st of May. It's finally come here. And I'm so excited. Two huge boxes. Oh, got one here. I got one on my desk. And we're going to do a little bit of unboxing. And we're going to do a little bit of comparison to my old setup, my Thrustmaster setup. And then once we've done like half an hour, something like that, of unboxing, we're going to get on some VR games. So I just wanted to share with you guys so you can see what this is like. See, hopefully, you know, that there's some sort of quality in this build and everything. And I'm so excited. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a little look at the first box, shall we? And there she is in all her glory. So let's do it. Let's get the scissors out. Let's see what we've got in box number 1. Going for the smaller box this time. First time. Oh, I'm so excited. Been waiting so long for this. This will make it completely new. Oh, baby. Look, 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 look. It's exciting. Exciting. What's going to come out of the box first? Let's have a little look. We have got a VPC R1 rudder pedals. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the box and I'll bring the rudder pedals into view. So, it's going to be a bit difficult to get out of the box. May have to destroy the box a bit. Some of this is going to be heavy stuff. It looks like, at the end of the day, this one box just contains the pedals. Oof. Right, we'll shove that crap out of the way for now. Okay. VPC R1 pedals. Yep. And if you can see that on the box. So we're going to open up, see what we've got inside. Let's have a little look. A little glimpse of what is to come. What have we got inside? More cardboard. All right. Let's try and. Sorry if the camera view is a bit piss poor. Tons of cardboard. We've got here what looks to be. Let's get this in view a little bit better. So we've got our cables. Okay, interesting. We've got some metal bits. Yes, I've bought lots of cardboard. Got a spring. And we've got some more metal bits and some little bag of nuts and bolts. All right, so that is the very first bit. But it's so hot in here at the moment. Right, there we go. Let's move that out of the way. Let's see what we're going here. Oh yes, right. So obviously I'm going to have to put all this together. These are the pedals. Right, let's get them out of the box, shall we? Oh my God, there's some weight in them. I bloody hope not. It's going to take some building. Let's put it like that. It really is going to take a lot of building. Let's just shut all that out of the way. Wow. Let's have a little look what we've got going on here. We've got springs and stuff all over the place. Right, it's obviously going to, this has got a lot of weight in it compared to what I used to use. Right, so, shut that out of the way. Oh, we can already feel the quality in the build in this. Yeah. So, that is hardcore, that is. So, this is steel, as you can see. Let's see if I can give you a better view. I think maybe I'll slide this over here. All right. And we'll just get rid of all this crap. There we go. And obviously that's where the spring is. So pretty phenomenal bit of kit. And obviously on these, which should have springs on as well. Yeah, they're spring loaded. If you can see that. Oh my, it's quite stiff though. And then what we have here is we have a pedal which will attach to the rudder one way or another, like this somehow, probably something like that. So beautiful, sexy piece of engineering for me to faff around with. And like I said, this is going to take some time to build, really, to be honest with you. So that is the pedals, and seriously, that's got a lot of weight in it, really. It's a proper sturdy piece of kit. What I'm going to do is, because I know boxes are just going to get in my way, is I'll just collapse down this box out the way, and then we can. Hi there, weaponized gamer. How are you doing? So, oh, I don't know what's happened there. There we go. Let's put that back. Very good to hear. What are you been up to, bro? So, awesome. This is my new pedals. I'm loving it. Loving it already. Awesome bit of kit. Right, we'll do. So we'll move on to the big box, which is behind me. I'll just get rid of this bit of cardboard here as well. Don't make space, I'll never get through. So I need to keep things together, as in, I know I'm going to have to build all this. All right. I'm sorry if the camera's dropped. So what we'll do is we'll shift the pedals out away from them. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare this, right? I don't know why the camera keeps falling. Compare this, the new pedals, compared to my old Thrustmaster pedals, which is these here. So let's lift this out of the way. So there's my Thrustmaster. So plastic pedals, yeah. Now you obviously got metal runners, right? So you can see that really isn't the same quality, but it was a great little starter pack for me. And you know, I've got this, I've got the throttle, I've got the joystick. So this is a huge upgrade to be going to VIRPIL, which is probably one of the best flight sim HOTAS equipment you can get. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shove this box out of the way, and then we're going on to the big boy box, basically. Let's shove this out of the way. So we've got pedals. We know what's in the pedal box, and my God, that's got some weight, and that's basically going to stop any movement, really, isn't it? I have a very, very supportive wife. Thank you. We got this one. Right. That is a big box. All right. So I'm not going to get that on the desk. I'm not going to get it on here. Now we've got to see what's in the big box, really, haven't we? So we find the seam, and we'll splice it open, and hopefully we'll find a lot of goodies in here. So let's have a look what we got. We have the all-important manual, VIRPIL controls. So we have in here a constellation Alpha Prime dominate the universe. If you see that, it's a little sticker. We have another little sticker here, VIRPIL controls. We have here my invoice, I won't show you that. And we have here, obviously, what you can have. So this has my pedals. There. See that? And it might actually be my flight stick. These stickers. You got to love stickers, right? Some stickers. So we've got that. So we'll shove that out of the way for the time being. Aha! We have a badge. Okay? We have an exclusive badge, by the way, not just a badge, exclusive. Look at the sexiness of that. You see that, guys? That's an exclusive one. It's a Blue Peter badge, yes, yes. So for the order being a little bit delayed, yeah, I got the badge. I got the exclusive badge to go with my stickers. Yes. Hi there, Smoochie. How you doing? Right. Go for the little box. Yeah. What we got? How you doing, Smoochie? Is your PC back? So, just figuring out how to get into the bloody box now. No choose. Ah, gutsy. You got to wait. So, got the extension. So this is to be able to make it when I'm flying a helicopter. You'll see what this is for. It's an essential piece of kit. Ah, my new flight HOTAS setup. No. Armor. So this is basically, let's get this out. So when you're flying a helicopter, right, basically your joystick is going to be further down. And for ultra realism, right, basically this is what this is. So then you'll have like your joystick on top of this. So it's an extension bar to make it feel more like a helicopter. So I have that. That's cast metal as well. Cast, I don't think it's steel, but nonetheless, it's still sexy. Right. So we'll get past the little boring piece there. Let's see what else we got. We've got some good shit in this box. Right. This is the important part for your joystick to be able to work. Adjustable flight stick base with adjustable dampers. Oh, sexy. So let's check it out. Obviously, in the little bag here, you've got your adjustable springs. You've got plenty of these things. Got the link cable to your PC. What do you mean I'm good at land? I have. He's really good at landing. What? Yeah, I have. He's really good at landing hard and fast. So this is basically Oh, like the other chap. So this is what my joystick will go on. Shit in his pants. And then obviously you've got the connectors here, your ports for your PC. So you've got USB and auxiliary. And then obviously inside here is all the mechanics, which will make a vast difference for the joystick. So that is looking like a pretty sexy thing. So I've got to, this is all going to mount onto my chair, basically. They're not all white, you know, lads. There's not white everywhere. There's some additional colours I've added. Well, colour, I should say. When you fly like me, you realise the extra colour. Yes, and we're not talking about the landing of the aircraft, are we? So that's for the joystick. That's the base. Now, this is the joystick I ordered. So it's the Alpha Prime for right-handed people, not for Marcus. Oh, let's have a little look what we got here. Oh, that's a solid bit of kit already. You feel that. Oh, this is going to be like sex. This is like the piece de resistance. Well, not quite. We've got another piece de resistance. So there's your cable. It's hot and sweaty. So there's a lot of buttons on here. A lot of adjusters. Lots of, you know, bits and pieces to play around with. Top hat here. We've got two triggers. Trigger one. Another trigger. And actually a third trigger there. Got a nice little hand rest just here. And this, you see this bit here around the rim. I can change whatever colour I want that to be. It's LED. So we have got a lot of switches, and this feels solid. Right, that I'm going to leave that there for 1 second, and I'm going to show you what I currently use in comparison to that, which this is all you know, it's metal again, right, solid, as opposed to this. That Nick, that you can buy it in left-handed as well. So every one of these you can buy, whether you went for the Alpha Prime like what I've got, whatever you want, you can have right hand or left hand. They'll make it left-handed, so everything's on the reverse. They've already thought of that, pal. So this is what I currently use. So Thrustmaster, yeah, that's my joystick. Subtle difference. This is an awesome bit of kit. Nice. What's that, Wardy? My wife uses AI Microsoft Flight Sim to customize exact locations, time of the day, and weather. Ah, interesting. Right, so we'll bag that one, and then hopefully that will squeeze back into the box. Poor Thrustmaster being what? Can't get that in the box. That's pure 6. Right, it's in. It's in. Right, let's move to. Oh, Jesus. It says it's in. That one's in. Let's shove that one out of the way. So, like I said, you can get these right-handed or left-handed. Right. Hopefully, we're getting closer to the piece de resistance. Let's have a look. Oh, I see it. There we go, babe, people. This, because I love my helicopters. This is the bad boy I've been waiting for. This is the total piece de resistance. It really is. I am so excited to see what this looks like. Really am. Let's have a little look. Oh. May not look much to you guys, but this is a game changer. What I'm going to do is let's get it out of the box. Right. This is a flight collective, right? Which is some reason just caught on the plastic here. We'll get that off. Which is an exact replica of my favorite helicopter. This is exact replica of an Apache. Loads and loads of switches, yeah, buttons to press, and it's just feels sexy. Yeah, we've got obviously switches, buttons up here, tons of top hats, all marked up. And the great thing about this piece of equipment is, once again, every part of this can light up, as in all the controls, the wording, all the little wording that you see down here. You can choose what color you want all these to be lit up. Yeah, and it looks like stunning, and that is a game changer for me. Right, so that's going to sit on my left side, and that's I'm just in heaven. And I didn't even realize actually on the back here, it's got another trigger here. So this is all going to mount to my chair. But that's what I've been waiting for. This isn't metal though. It is plastic. It does feel hard. It's not like everything else. The only part that's metal is this piece down here. That to me is well worth it. Let's hope it maps out well, works well. I've seen plenty of people using this piece of kit, and seen all the what everyone's been saying about it. And everyone's been remarking on how sexy it is, basically. Now I just need to see if I can find the right way for this to go in. There we go. There we go. In we go. In she goes. There's my little foam pad. So I want to. $50.70. Yeah. 50.70 is a good card, mate. Yeah. What if you were to, you could play DCS with the 50.70, mate. Yeah. You could be, you would be able to play it. You'd have to probably drop your settings down low, but you could fly DCS. If you wanted to take the step up from V, personally, I would do like what I did. Start off with your VTOL, get good at your VTOL, see if you enjoy flying games, before you jump into anything, you know, that's you know, like DCS, which is a real flight sim. It's, you know, obviously, but you've got all the you've got all the missions, military missions and stuff like that. But being able to fly it it's a different league to VTOL. VTOL's, just think of it as like a fun version, simplified, and it handles really well. And VTOL can actually do things that DCS can't do. So DCS cannot mimic, and it's not, well, it's not can't, it's not allowed to. It's not allowed to mimic what a real missile does, what VTOL does. So VTOL will see what a missile sees. So you know, so depending on if a missile's coming towards an aircraft that is, say, going up like that, you see like a bigger image as opposed to side on. So a missile will see different things based on basically what side of the aircraft it's looking on, what reflective surfaces. So VTOL can do that, but DCS can't, not allowed. So let's have a little look. So basically everything that I've got in the mini boxes is going to have to require a chair mount. So I'm not going to get that out. That's probably the most boring part. So I've got that, and we've got one other part, obviously, to make my collective work properly. On the side of the chair, another big box. So obviously the collective is never going to be as small as what it was, like, you know, like that. You've got a big stick for a helicopter. So there's a couple of sticks you can have. You can have the Rotor TCS, the Rotor TCS Plus. I think the TCS Plus you can actually adjust, you know, sort of turn this grip. It acts like a throttle. So let's have a little look what we got in here. Cables, obviously. Some more screws and washers and things like that. And then we've obviously got the piece that's going to fix to my chair. So there it is. Right, so basically when that's on the chair, it's got like a spring. I don't know if you see that. So what you'd have is your combat collective attached onto the end here, and then that would be how you maneuver the collective. So all this has got to be mounted to my chair, and that's what the base is for. And then obviously all your cable connections will be coming out of the rear end. So everything is actually metal apart from the because this is all metal as well. And these are all adjustable. You can actually go inside and adjust it. So this has got, like, you know, it's got a big guarantee. I like this little feature as well. Just notice, so to be able to run your cables, got a little couple of clips there to run your cables in. That's quite cool. Hi there, young prince. Happy Friday. So that is what I've got, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you now. So if we bring up the just bear with 1 sec. Let's put this back in there. But seriously, I waited a long time for this. So what we've got right now, what I'm been using. No, did I fuck? I'm not into football, mate. That's my throttle. at the moment. Thrustmaster. That's my joystick. And that's my pedals. Okay. So all this is now being replaced for what I've been long waiting for with my. So I'm going to replace the throttle, but for the time being, I will probably still use the throttle. But obviously, we look at the difference in the actual joystick. I think, you know, for flying helicopters, I've got the key components. Let's move this out of the way. So we've got this throttle, yeah, this bad boy compared to this. We've got a lot more buttons and configurations. I am very good, familiar. How are you? That compared to that, yeah. Let's get that in camera view. A lot better. This is good. It was a good start, but this is a lot better. I can't wait to use it. Can't wait to get it set up. And it'd probably work if you guys have got the flight sims or anything else like that. Yeah. So that's a 2-stage trigger as well. Just realize that. So stage 1, if I show you, let's move that out of the way. No, I'm just doing the unboxing. I've just unboxed my brand new HOTAS setup. So you've got a 2-stage trigger. You can, if I do it left-handed, that's first stage. Second stage is this. There's your second stage. A 2-stage trigger, which basically you would use for something like missiles. So you'd use that to start the lock onto a missile. When you committed, you would squeeze in to fire. Yeah. And obviously all this can be personalized to exactly how you want it. So, you know, there's a couple of controls you can go for. Yeah. So this is another one that's available. If you want to check them out, VIRPIL, they are awesome. But I've gone for the Alpha Prime right hand. Phenomenal bit of kit. I don't know if you can see on the pictures inside, but yeah, you normally get everything sort of lit up. Sort of gets some sort of lights on them. So I'm looking forward to setting that up, but it's going to take time to master and learn. But that just feels so nice. Oh, I just noticed another switch here. So do you get the settings? No. So, all right. When you mean about settings for setting this up? Is that what you mean for like setting each individual piece up? On VIRPIL itself, on the website, there is tons of help. There are videos to be able to show you how to set these up. Yeah. And then for, you know, if you've got a certain chair that I've got a flight chair, the actual chair I'm sitting on has got like, I don't know if you can see these brackets screwed underneath. So what I can fit there is basically, it's built to take all my flight sim stuff on. It's got loads of other brackets that come off. It's got like a bracket here as well. So these are all steel, and that means that I'll be able to mount all the parts. You know, there are extra things, and the thing is, if you are going to buy something like this, it's not cheap stuff, right? You know, it's proper flight sim stuff. It's like the next step up. If you are going to go down the route of being able to go down, you know, buy all this sort of stuff, then do your homework. right? So I basically, I love AI at the moment. I went on to AI, and I was like, right, so I want to make the next leap up. I want VIRPIL. No, I don't sell it. No, Jesus Christ, I don't sell it. No, no, I do not sell it. Right, so it's designed in England, made in Lithuania. So you have to wait, and like I said, I've waited months for this to come through. You know, my pedals. So I've got the pedals, I've got this, and I've got my very, very sexy combat collective, my helicopter collective. So I'm going to put that on there. Let's go back to the collective, shall we? So you can have a look at the old collective again. And I've got the pedals, and I will upgrade the throttle at some point, but the throttle's not important when you're flying a helicopter. Yeah, so there's your Apache setup there. Yeah, ton of switches, top hats, everything you can interact with. So the pad, you mean this one? So yeah, so this is an Apache collective. It's modeled on the Apache, and yeah, so I can't wait to set this up. This will sit on my left hand side. This is what you obviously, with the combination of both, to fly a helicopter along with your pedals. Yeah, so I've got the important parts. I've got this, I've got this, I've got the pedals, and so you know, this is what you use to create your lift, and then with all your quick switches, so you can obviously operate your TADs, so your cameras and many different things, so you can actually program it. So that, you know, there's a lot to Apache helicoptering. You're going to need all these switches. So, and then obviously all that along with, because there's the bases and the pedals. There's the pedals. So on those pedals, you'll have, you know, the actual mounts, which will sit there for your feet to, the feet mounts, and that is what, you know, obviously with the springs there, which are quite stiff, but that's really heavy, guys, really heavy. You know, that's a solid block there. So exciting times. But yeah, I've got to build all this, people, and I've got to be able to learn to be able to use it as well. It's going to take some time. You know, I've obviously been using my existing Thrustmaster. Oh my God, that weighs a stack. Oh, and so the question is, what am I going to do with my existing setup? What do you think I should do with my existing setup? You know, so my Thrustmaster, which, don't get me wrong, it's a good starter. It really is a good starter. The question is this. Yeah, that took a bit of effort even from me. So the question is, what am I going to do with my existing HOTAS setup? Because I'm not going to need it now. I'm upgraded. So if people want to learn, anyone wants to learn to be able to fly DCS, wants to use it in VTOL or any of the, you know, sort of flight games, it's a really good startup. you know, you don't have to jump straight on up to this sort of stuff. So I'm thinking, well, depending. Let's see if how does that go in there. It goes that way. You learn these things. Right, that's in. Right, because it's going to take me a long while to actually unbox all this. Really is. Sorry, not unbox it. Mount it to the chair. Get it all calibrated, so on and so forth. So, and there, eventually, I will go for an actual throttle. Like it will be different to this one, to be honest with you. Right. So, Wardy, are you still with me? You still there, Wardy? Or Smoochy Weed Man? Who's still in the? Who's still in here? Anybody? Just wondering, will it all fit in the box? Probably not. Anyway, let's shove that out the way for now. Anybody there? Because now we're going to make a decision what we're actually going to stream tonight. Because I'm not going to sit here and waffle at you guys about this kit. I will go on to the fact that next time I'm streaming and you see that I have got DCS up and running, it's going to be with this kit. It's going to be with VIRPIL. Yeah. So I go away in a week as well. I'm going on holiday for 2 weeks. And if any of you guys know what happened to me when I went out 2 weeks ago, sorry, last year for 2 weeks, and I ended up being stuck in a war zone, my 2 weeks went on a little bit longer. So fingers crossed and all that lot. Yeah. I don't get stuck in a war zone being bombed like last time. You just never know, do you? These things can happen. So, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to contact Wardy. We'll make a decision what we're going to play. Whether we're going to go on to some flight sim game or whether we'll play, I don't know, a bit of exfil or something like that. I mean, chat, what would you like to see me play tonight? What do you want me to play? Don't say DCS with your new setup, because it's not going to happen. I can't load up, can't make all this happen in one night. So just give me, what would you guys like to see me play? In all seriousness, give me a clue. Would you like? Because I will have to take a little break, and I will come back on. Shove that box out of the way. I think what I'm going to do is, with my existing Thrustmaster, is I'm going to put it up for sale, but for a reasonable price. It's brand new. It really hasn't got anything wrong with it. So I'll bang that up for sale. Got a proper sweat on tonight. I tell you, it's hot. So choices. We have got exfil tonight. We've got. Let's have a little look. What else can we go on? Because we love our VR games here. We keep to the VR. And actually, one of the flat screen to VR games at the moment, I love doing Ready or Not. Ready or Not is amazing. If I can get Wardy on, maybe even get Marcus or any of you lot out there in chat. If you want to join me in Ready or Not, I love that. I would like to do Ready or Not tonight, to be honest. But on this, the flat screen to VR games, there is one. It is only single player, but Resident Evil Requiem. So if you love your Resident Evils, I really want to play that, and I figured out how to do it. Obviously with the help I know of others that have done it before me. But they say that the graphics are mind-blowing. You almost see the rain coming down, and I can't wait to try that one out. So I think I'm pushing more rather than doing a VR stream tonight, because I might be able to get all this set up for tomorrow, and then if we get it set up for tomorrow, we can jump on try it out, can't we? What do you reckon? We could try out the new stuff, the new kit, and I'll get the camera set up so you can actually see it all, so you can see the new controllers in play, obviously working, and probably see me crash a few times while I learn. All part of the fun and frolics, really. But so yeah, we've got tonight, I reckon, Ready or Not or Geronimo. Geronimo is still in alpha. It's not fully there yet, but as an alpha goes for VR, it's really, really good. The gun handling is amazing. Really is amazing. So realistic. I mean, at the end of the day, if you don't get your magazine in the right place, you're buggered. So yeah, well, I think we'll go. I'll have a chat with the lads. We've got a few VR games that I can choose from, and I will come back to you. I mean, no one in chat here has made any suggestions, so leave it down to me. And what I'm going to do right now is I am going to see who else is on, or because I don't think all you guys are going to sit there and wait for me to come back. You're probably going to just drift off, whilst I'm going to be about like 10-15 minutes setting up a VR game and getting the cameras all right, and I don't want you staring at nothing. So guys, won't be offended, go out there, go and check someone else out. I'll end the stream. If you really like what you see and you want to come back on. I'll be back on in 10-15 minutes. Yeah, come back. We'll be standing up, we'll be making use of the space, doing a bit of Ready or Not in VR, and it's worth it. Really is. It's a shit hot game. Played in VR, it's completely unparalleled. It's a really good game to watch. I will sit and watch it myself. I really do. I love it. I love it. So it's one of those games when someone's streaming it, you're just like, ooh, yeah. So anyway, bugger off the lot of you. I will see you in 10-15 minutes. What I'll do is I'll nicely raid out someone else for those of you, but please come back. Come back to me. I will be here. Let's see who we can raid out on, and before I will be back. Give us 10-15 minutes. Let's raid out on Round. You might like it. He's doing a bit of what's he doing? Oh, he's a gauging partner, so he's doing that. Not quite a flight sim, but it's a flying game. War Thunder, something like that. So I think he's doing that. But yeah, all right, guys. So come back. I'll be back here in 15-20 minutes, and we'll be streaming a bit of VR for you. Love you all. See you soon. And by the way, go give Round some love, and tell him that you're only popping in. You'll be back. All right. See you in a bit.